Alright, welcome back. And if you're just joining, this is the second game of the 2025 Zenith Women's Basketball League Final 8. The game between First Bank and the Bayelsa Blue Whales. The first half, that's the first and the second quarter ended in favor of First Bank with 26 points and the Bayelsa Blue Whales with 20 points.
Now 28-20 in favor of the First Bank early on in the third quarter. First Bank have been able to settle into this game, and now the shots are gradually dropping. So starting 5 for the second half, you have Naomi, you have Rebecca Joy, you have Benson Joseph, Christopher Elizabeth, and Marilyn, the starting 5. While for the Blue Whales, from Bayelsa, you have Noah Obeko, you have Zita Blessing, Thomas Rachel, Favor Sampson, and Aka Chukwu. Now, Favor Sampson picks up a third personal foul early on in the third quarter. The coach cannot afford for Favor to foul out of this game. Marilyn goes to the free throw line for 2 shots.
The lady that ended the first half for First Bank with the most points, with 7 points, was Christopher Elizabeth. She's not started the second quarter with them, and a substitution has been made. It's going to be made for the Bayelsa Blue Whales. We're seeing Lady Rachel coming in for Samson Favor. The lady Abayomi has been saying for these players to integrate into the game. She's finally been taken off. And in the first quarter, Samson Favor got just 2 points for the Bayelsa Blue Whales. And free throws for the First Bank. 1 was missed and they scored 1. For the Bayelsa Blue Whales, we have Zima Blessing with 5 points. She ended the first half with 5 points. She'll be looking to continue with that momentum.
It's going to be a very tough time for the Bayelsa Blue Whales going into this game because Samson Favor, who has now been taken to the bench, led all players with 8 rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds and 4 offensive rebounds in the first half. And now without her on the court, they're going to struggle rebounding the ball. Christopher also led First Bank team in points and rebounds, 4 rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, and 7 points.
And right now, Bayelsa Whales are definitely in a situation they do not want to be in. That is behind. Once they get behind and they let the First Bank ladies ahead of them, it was going to be difficult getting back in the lead in this game. Because the team has experience as First Bank in the lead will definitely hurt you.
And that's a shot clock violation against the Bayelsa Blue Whales, and you can see Coach Nelson visibly disappointed in the turn of events thus far. The way they find is a bigger joy. Joseph Benson makes a turn into the key. Pass out to Christopher. That's a foul call on Joseph Benson.
And the pass to Joseph Benson was from Ebeiga Joy, the lady who had 2 offensive rebounds and 2 defensive rebounds in the first half, and could not get any point for the First Bank ladies.
Three-point shot, but she left it short. Daphne. And you can see Coach Julie telling them, our players, I want the full court press. Stay.
Yeah.
Stay, full court press.
That was a good pass from Ebeiga Joseph to Benson. together 2 points for the First Bank. And it's safe to say the First Bank are now back in the momentum. They have the momentum that is in driver's seat, and they will do everything possible to make sure they do what they can for the Bayelsa Blue Whales not to get a chance to slimming down that point gap.
Foul called on Abel Marvelous. Abel Marvelous rather quiet thus far. And the focal press is working against the Bayelsa Blue Whales. Akachuku Mary Amarachi asking Focha Amarachi asking for sub. She's limping. He cannot afford to take out Amarachi when Favor Sampson is also out. It's only going to compound the rebounding issues for the Bayelsa Blue Whales. Thomas Rachel converts from the free throw line, and now a 10-point lead for First Bank.
Hopefully, with the removal of Amarachi, Boha is able to do something for the Bayelsa Blue Whales. It looks like it was being taken off because of what looks to be a shoulder injury.
Big shot from Kainde Jessica Fumi, settles for a jumper and connects.
And the First Bank ladies will be the ground running in this third quarter.
I beg your pardon, that shot was made by Onabie Jessica and not Jesse Oluwatofumi.
And that was a well-needed timeout for the Bayelsa Blue Whales team.
Basketball is a game of runs. I keep reiterating that basketball is a game of runs. Yes, the Bayelsa Blue Whales, they took the advantage when they have their run, but the experience, the tenacity, the skill level, the talent on the First Bank team have found a way to come back to this game and now open a 12-point lead. Yes, they took the game to the First Bank team, but like I said, in the first minutes, the Jitters are bound to step in. And the Jitters, the First Bank girls caught the Jitters early in the game, and the Bayelsa Blue Whales were able to take advantage of it. But when they were able to finally settle into the game, you can see the passes going, you can see the ball movement, you can see them visibly stepping up to the jump shot, settling for shots. The shot selection has improved over the last 2 quarters, and now they are where they want to be, they're where they plan to be in the course of this game. And that's giving them a 12-point lead early on in the third quarter with 6 minutes, 17 seconds left to be played.
So the momentum the Bayelsa Blue Whales came with very early on in the first and the second quarter could not be maintained as they're facing off a well-experienced First Bank team. You don't let your guard down against an experienced team as the First Bank ladies. Back into the game. 6 minutes, 17 seconds left on the clock. First Bank leading this third quarter, leading the game with 33 points. And the Bayelsa Blue Whales with 21 points.
Right now, we have a Beggar Joy. Orchestrating plays. And now Jessica sets for a 3-point shot and goes over the rim. And now Bayelsa Blue Whales have possession. And there's a steal by Onabie Jessica. You can hear the coach shouting easy, reset. Daphne settles for a pass. In and out for Christopher Elizabeth. Abel Marvelous still struggling to get into the game. Every other player on the First Bank team have been able to settle into the game, but Abel is still rather quiet. in this game. She's a fantastic player. Good steal from Zina Blessing. Rebound. That Christopher Elizabeth. Very powerful and commanding rebound. In the absence of Favor Sampson and Afocha Amarachuku. Joy takes a 3-point shot. She connects. She connects from downtown.
We got over 40 points before the end of the third quarter. I think the game might as well be over for the Bayelsa Blue Whales. Able to score points from under the bucket, on the paint, off the perimeter. They found it difficult to get the ball into the basket.
Nabil Jessica passes to Daphne. Daphne goes in, gets the foul. 2-point free throws.
On the first buck, ladies, definitely have this game at their fingertips. 37 points for First Bank. Now a 16-point gap lead. Make that 17-point gap lead.
And now Joy Vega makes way for Jesu Tofumi Kaide. And First Bank, even with a 17-point lead, I've stuck to the full court press. Good pass to Thomas Rachel, who finishes from under the basket.
Yeah, but very, very good positioning. Good. Ball could have been a good steal.
Good pass to Star Blessing. Block shot.
Elizabeth.
Just goes McKenny with the ball now. Good ball movement, marvelous. Turned over by Elizabeth Christopher. Daphne with the hustle. Jump ball, First Bank ball. Substitution.
Marilyn Goibi will be coming in alongside
Ayodeji Olariwaju, the former MFM player.
Just to make sure these players are up and sharp and running. Coach Julie has made the right substitutions at the right time, and there's a doubt. Maybe Namarachuku will come back into this game for Bayelsa Blue Whales.
Kudos to the front office of the First Bank team. They've done some wonderful recruitment during the offseason, bringing in players like Ayodeji Olariwaju, Nabil Jessica, Okoro Naomi, players who have the experience, who have the skill set to be able to return First Bank to the glory days. Let me also say that Musa Muja now to quality plays for the Nigerian Tigers at the Afro Basket. Was the MVP of the First Bank team. Although moving from Air Warriors to First Bank, she made that leap and she found her way to the WNBA, where she dressed up for the Phoenix Mercury before her contract. In and out for Okoro Naomi. Merely takes another 3-point shot. As I was saying, Moja Musa played for the Phoenix Mercury before her contract was terminated to accommodate the return of Diwana Bona, where she tried to link up, of course, with Alicia Thomas.
I think that was a bad move by the Phoenix Mercury, but what do I know?
In hindsight, talking from the point of view of Nigeria, it's maybe a bad move.
Yeah.
But talking from the front office,
Experience.
They needed to get Alicia Thomas happy.
Yeah.
And bring it back to Bonabona and link it up with Abona, who she played with Connecticut Sun. Link it up and made her one of the happiest players, and also made her to be in the contention for the most valuable player of the 2025 season of the WNBA that just finished. She led all players in assists, 9.3. She broke Kekmi Clark's record for an average assist per season here this season with 9.3 assists per game, almost averaging a triple-double herself for the Phoenix Mercury this season.
Per game this season. Yeah, and I'm talking about Morijina Musa. I mean,
fantastic player.
You know, while she was still here in the league, she definitely looks like a player that was going to go to the WNBA and make it big. And we've seen the exploits she can make. And hopefully coming into the next season, the WNBA next season, we get to see her with another franchise.
It is rather surprising that after she was let go by the Phoenix Mercury, I didn't get any other team to pick her up, because she's a very fantastic player on defense.
An Afro basket winning season.
Very fantastic player on defense, a rebound merchant. Yes, our offense gels on fast breaks as well as finishing up within the perimeter, but she's going to add a whole lot of options, a whole lot of defense, a whole lot of hustle to anything that decides to pick her. And now back to the game here between Bayelsa Blue Whales and the first back. Bayelsa found a way to come back. Bayelsa found a way to reduce the deficit to 11 points. We won 17 points at some point, and they're now going on a 6-0 run to reduce the deficit. And now Coach Julian has turned to Joseph Benson. Olivia with the move.
Oh, great steal.
Naomi with the steal. Another turnover for Blue Whales. Naomi calming things down. That's the experience we're talking about.
I mean, you look at the qualities and the attributes of the players on the first bank side and the Blue Whale side. You talk about experience, you talk about pace, you talk about skills, you talk about communication with each other, the passes, the ball movements. They've got it all, and you look at the way they're playing right now, and I think we can say that going forward into the final eight, they're going to be a big threat to the other teams.
Great ball movement. First back on course to retain their glory. They came out strong in the conference, finishing first in the Atlantic Conference, telling all the younger teams, all the new teams, telling the likes of the Royal Aces, the Dolphins Basketball Club, the MFM, that they are first back and they are back to retain their glory. And they can see with an emphatic victory that they had in the first phase, going into the second phase, and now with the final eight of the tournament. Started off G3, but stepping into the game properly, and are now taking charge of this game.
And most times, how you start definitely shouldn't determine how you should finish. And the first bank ladies started this game quite slow here. Gave the Blue Whales the early momentum, but as soon as they were able to find their feet.
Rebound picked by Joseph Benson, fantastic combo guy, who can also play on the wings.
And Ebega Joy is having a good game. She's having a very, very good game today. Her movement on and off the ball, her communication with her teammates has been top notch.
She's called the floor general for a reason. A lot of years of experience, years and years of experience playing for the first back ladies. He's showing off now. Daphne with a 3-point shot. Joseph Benson with the rebound and foul.
No, fortunately for Joseph, she was unable to get to score with that rebound. And substitution now for probably a coach instruction.
You can see Coach Hill calling to the side is Daphne and Ebiaga Joy. Coach Hill, the one-time was valuable player in the men's league, the Nigeria Basketball League, and now currently a coach himself, having played his time for the Lagos Highlanders, where he captained them to numerous victories, championships, and also made them all-star numerous occasions in his playing days. Now found a way to go back to share his knowledge he has with his young ones.
And I think that is what we need. That is what we need in the women's league. We need people who knows what it is to be on that court, people who knows what it is to play in situations that these ladies are playing. We need them to come, lead them, and guard them.
And with the buzzer shot, I would now come to the end of the third quarter with a 14-point lead for first man. I'll be back for the fourth quarter.
Need something feeling. We have some tested and trusted food vendors outside. We can quickly catch a glimpse by quickly patronizing them and get to see the delicious meal we have outside. We can quickly use this opportunity to go outside. Food vendors are outside. There has been provision for the success of the 2025 Zenith NBBF Women's Basketball Premier League. We have food vendors outside. Eat, look good, make everybody know feel good. Go outside, go and eat, and then come back refreshed to catch a glimpse of the fourth quarter. All the food vendors are tested and trusted. Like my French friends would say, Delicio is an high-tech meal on the Delicio level. Outside. So please, let's patronize and DJ Cole. Race the ball.
Bayelsa Blue Whales and First Bank Ladies. First Bank in the lead, 41 points, and the Bayelsa Blue Whales with 27 points. My name is Ariola Amodu. I am your color commentator for today. And
Abayami Ajowele. Yeah, enjoy a bigger. Locate Benson Joseph. When he takes the 3-point shot, she misses. Thomas takes the drive. Misses. Benson Joseph did it all on the boards. Catching all the defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds for First Bank in this game. Marilyn has been very, very unlucky from the 3-point line. Going 0 for 4 now. And good shots she's taking. She's having good looks, open looks. But the shots are not dropping. Travel violation called on Frank Azibodi.
Frank Azibodi.
All right, that's this for title.
To be careful. Coach Nelson was not happy
From the
that movement.
A representative from the Nigerian Customs to come to the table. Yeah, thank you so much. Titans Nigerian Customs.
Bayelsa Blue Whales right now. I would expect at least someone to attempt to shoot from there. And she shot. Just like I was saying, I would expect someone to try and make the basket from there. And the Bayelsa Queens, number 13, in the person of Jefta Happiness, attempted a 3, but unfortunately could not score with that. And Ebeiga John making the run down with the passing to Joseph Benson. Joseph Benson now to Daphne. John!
3-point shot.
And that was a beautiful bowling by Ebeiga Joy.
Up next after this game, we'll be seeing the game matchup between Titans and the Customs. Both teams coming off the Savannah Conference, where Titans finished first and Customs finished 4th position. But the match of the day will be coming up much later between MFM and Dolphins. MFM of Lagos, the defending champions, will be taking up Dolphins. And finally, both teams also came out of the Atlantic Conference, where MFM finished 2nd and Dolphins finished 3rd. Both teams losing to First Bank. So it promises to be a very exciting matchup between MFM and Dolphins, who perhaps are very familiar with each other.
And talking about First Bank did not start the riots today. Ran riot in the first phase, ran riot in the second phase, and now they're drawing the Bayelsa Blue Whales down the mud.
And that's a foul on Joy Ebeiga. Foul on Joy Ebeiga. It's now a 19-point lead. It's back to a 19-point lead for First Bank. And you can say they're running away with this one. With 6 minutes, 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Like I said, it's the father of all quarters. Bayelsa Blue Whales gets the ball sideline.
And a substitution for Bayelsa Blue Whales with Frank Azibodi coming in for Samson Favor. Great steal. Absolutely great steal.
Turnover from Abel Marvelous. Major General calming things down. Locates Johnson, Joseph Benson. Daphne with the ball now. Takes a bounce, locates a big joy. Now the team is trying to run down the clock. A bigger forces the shot. And it's a turnover.
Yeah, a bigger with that shot, it didn't look like she wanted to make the basket. And if Fabian Marvelous was probably in a good position to take that ball, we might have gotten a rebound from that ball throw in by a bigger joy. And the Bayelsa Blue Wales coach is not having a good day at the office.
Definitely not.
His actions.
Big shot for Thomas. Thomas Rachel perhaps has been one of the very few lights in this game for the Bayelsa Blue Wales. She showed up, and she showed up big all through the fourth quarters. But basketball is never a one-man game. If you think basketball is a one-man game, then I would like to ask the likes of Michael Jordan how many years it took them before they won the championship. How's the likes of LeBron James, who had to go team up with Chris Bosh and John Wayne in the Miami East to eventually win. So you need the supporting cast. The supporting cast is very, very important to be able to carry you over the line in the basketball game.
And it's the supporting cast that's been carrying the entire First Bank team right now.
The First Bank team, they have a very, very solid depth. The depth of the First Bank team is solid, and it is evident in how they have shown, in how they've played, in how they have responded to early jitters, now they've responded to runs made by the Bayelsa team. Another jump shot by Christopher Elizabeth.
And 48 points now for the First Bank ladies. Bayelsa Blue Wales with 29 points and 42 minutes, 4 minutes 42 seconds left on the clock. The First Bank ladies are running riots right there at the Indus Portal in Surulere, Lagos. Also, Blue Wales definitely did not learn anything from the last time they faced this First Bank side. Came in with the early momentum. First Bank grew into the game, got in the lead, and ever since then, they've not gone back.
Well, you can make your runs, but if you do not have the personnel to execute, there's not much you can do in a game of basketball. It's a game of talent, skills. It's a game of opportunities. When you have the opportunities, you take it. But much more than the opportunities, you have to be ready. You have to be ready for the big moments. And the big moment, the First Bank, they've been working at the redemption. For the First Bank, it's a redemption tour. I call this a redemption tour for them because they're trying to take back their throne.
For redemption.
They're trying to take back their throne. The throne that has now been taken over by the likes of the MFM, the Dolphins. You talk about basketball now in Nigeria, they're talking about, the MFMs, the Dolphins. Some months ago, the First Bank team was disbanded. After a while, they just recruited, regrouped again, and now so you could tell it's a redemption. It's a redemption tour for them.
And with Coach Julie also coming on board, it's like you said, it's definitely a redemption tour. And I think there's no better person to give that job to than Coach Julie. Did a great job with the under-19 Junior D Tigress, and you can see what she's doing with this basketball, with this First Bank side. An attempted three right there from Okoro Naomi. Christopher Elizabeth.
Good rebound by Thomas Rachel.
And just like you said, Thomas Rachel is definitely the one standard player for the Bayelsa Blue Wales.
That's how that guy again with the offensive rebound and replace. Fine player, fantastic player. She can't do more than a capability can take her.
She definitely does need a support system. Hopefully the coach can look at this game, pick some positive for the fact that they need players to support her, come into the game too, and do better than what we've seen from them.
But you also have to give it to the Bayelsa Blue Wales team. They are a relatively young team.
Very young team. And it looked like a team that was put together.
3-point shots from Zita Okechukwu favor. 3-point shot from Okechukwu favor. Man, the team can only get better from here. Been able to reduce the deficit from a 19-point lead down to a 12-point lead. They've gone on a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes, and they forced the hand of Coach Julie to make a shot. And now we can see Olayewaju and Joseph Benson journeying to get back on the court.
And we've seen 4 3-pointers scored by Coach Julie's side. And Thomas Rachel on the ball now, making the run into the lane. Kende Jesutofumi made the pass to Jessica.
Naomi
Went well.
1 minute 21 seconds left on the game clock.
A good rebound.
Kinde Jesutofumi goes to the board.
Everything started from that rebound from Chiamaka.
Definitely.
And Jason Tofumi.
Naomi with yet another steal. Good ball movement between Naomi and Kinde Jesutofumi.
Both Kendi and Jason Tofumi are definitely having a good link-up play. And it looks like one of them might be taking off. For Ayodeji, Olarewaju, and Joseph Benson. Kara Naomi and Kende Jason Tofumi both coming off. Christopher Elizabeth. 53 seconds left on the clock. First back in the lead. A 16-point lead for the First Bank ladies. I think this is a point gap you cannot come back from, particularly not in the fourth quarter. And the Bayelsa Blue Whales started that again with a good momentum and a lot of intentions running with the ball. But just against this First Bank team, they cannot do very much. Jessica, but Jason Tofumi, and now
with the win as it stands, the First Bank will go atop the Group A with points differentials. Wow. 23 seconds left. 23 seconds left on the game clock. We can say this is done and dusted.
It is over for the Bayelsa Blue Whales. The first game of the 2025 Zenith Women's Basketball League Final 8 has ended in a decimating defeat for them. Not the way they would want to start the Final 8. And Coach Nelson
Jesutofumi from the Kinde makes one of 2 free throws. 23 seconds left. I wonder why First Bank will still be playing the full court press with less than 20 seconds left on the game clock. But
I said you don't want to take any prisoners, but you can't take prisoners leading 53-36.
But then you need to understand the way basketball works with point differentials, and now it can come back to hurt you on the final day.
6.8 seconds left.
It does not happen now.
Yeah.
On the final day, when unlike the Nigerian Super Eagles, you have to get our calculators to start doing that. You do not want to put yourself in such a situation. So you need to win it as large margin as possible.
Every point matters. Every 1 point, every 2 points, every 3 points matters. 0.8 seconds left on the clock. And the First Bank are still going full force. Koro Naomi. A timeout.
Nigeria Customs.
Up next, the game between the Titans and the Nigerian Customs. Titans finished top of the Atlantic Conference.
And
of the Savannah Conference, I beg your pardon. Finished top of the conference. And now we'll be going up against Customs.
A traditional Final 8 side. Second place consecutively in the last 2 Women's Basketball League Final 8 editions. Narrowly missed out on the first place against MFM last season. And they'll be looking to redeem themselves.
It's about to go down. It's just a big one. We've seen nothing yet.
Vamos up.
A lot of energy with the person